subject every time you talk to them. Something about money, something about this and that. There's always something about some money. Obviously, she's just trying to use you for money. But if a girl really likes you, like, she's not gonna
be like that.
Ask you for money. She's gonna break bread with you without even you asking her. She's just gonna do it. You know what I mean? Like, she'll break bread with you. Like, there's women like that. I've gone through a lot of females that are like that. You know, that off bat don't ask me for nothing, but you know, I give it to them regardless because they show me who they are. You know, they're not using people, because you know, some people are just they don't care for you unconditionally. They just care for what you can do for them. And that's a sad world we in. And the way social media and how this world is, y'all be careful out there. So, yeah. Make sure, like I said, the main subject, see if she works and studies or is doing something to move forward progressively, you know. Because if she's just sitting around, you know what sitting around turns into scheming. It turns into, you know, using people and other things.
I need money for this. I need money
doing
for
that
this.
or doing this. Doing other things to get money, you know.
I hear you.
Gotta say too much.
Yeah. And else, another question I want to ask you. Always asking these questions. You were born in California, but you Dominican descent. Your parents are from there. Do they see you as an outsider when you go? Could you speak fluent Spanish?
Oh yeah,
you look Dominican, everything, but they still know that.
No fall in love, oh baby, I did go. Feel it down, no they stay, I move like the flow. Yeah. Colombian sugar, Salvador fire, Brazilian beauty, still I go higher. African queens, I see you, my love. I never reach there, but I swear I show up. Sooner than later, I go down with the vibe. The camera in hand and love in my eyes. Met her in Medellin, skin like gold. She said, you the sweet boy, you too cold. I no feel like I dey chase my dream. Another country, they call another video scene. From Rio to the islands, I collect the smile, but I no go fit stay. I dey walk out for miles, I dey live for the skies. Hotel too plain, no room for love, but no be pain. No fall in love.
What's going on, Cheese? How you doing today, man?
Blessed another day to be better than yesterday.
Man, oh man, oh man. I got a couple questions to ask you.
Yes, sir. What's going on, brother?
Oh, man. First question. I'm the only one that do countdowns.
Uno.
Yeah. Where were you raised at? Where's your background? I mean, obviously they can see your shirt, but explain yourself, and then we're going to get into a little bit more.
You know, well, raised in Palm Springs, California, and in the Dominican Republic, so back and forth. I have best of three worlds, the first world and the third world.
Okay, how far is Palm Springs from Los Angeles? Because people don't really know Palm Springs. I'm going to keep it real with you.
Okay.
Some people know it, but most people don't know Palm Springs. Man.
So Palm Springs is a desert city in the Coachella Valley where they throw Coachella Fest at. It's an hour and a half out of LA County. Okay. The county's called Riverside County. And Riverside County makes a lot of cities. A lot of cities.
Okay. So, what are you doing here with the one and only Philly Dom? What's going on with you? What's going on with you? Before you tell them why you're here with Philly Dom, what are you into? What you do, man? So people know who you are.
Okay.
Who is Cheese?
Who's me? I'm a musician, but first I'm a person. I'm a human just like you. God praising. I'm a musician. I have a passion in music. I've been making music for years and years and years on out. I'm into things financially too. Okay. Real estate, etc. I play with stocks. Okay. I went to Alaska for a little bit to get some more investment money to invest into what I'm already doing. I was vlogging for a little bit, travel vlogging, but it was real amateur. I was doing it off a phone. Okay. But now I really want to take it to the next level. So I'm here with Philly, and he could teach me some things over the course of where we travel and what we do in these few months. And yeah, we're here now. This is the present time.
Yes, indeed.
This is the present. It's all accumulated to what it is now over the years.
That's what's up. And how long I knew you now? I knew you for a while now. How long I knew you for?
I met you during when Corona first hit. That was in 2020 December. So this December will be 5 years I known you, brother.
That's what's up,
God bless.
man.
God is good.
That's what's up. Yeah, we met up in on Santo Domingo, man.
DR. You wanted to do an interview about my music, and you know it became more than that.
So how I feel to be back after 8 years here?
7 years, 11 months.
7 years, 11
I
months.
beat the 8-year mark.
I'll say 8 years. That's
blessed,
amazing.
man.
Wow, you can bless,
I
yeah.
feel blessed, man.
'Cause
All
I'm-
glory to God, you feel me?
Yeah. That's all right, man. That's what's up. We walk around. I always ask them, what makes this island special? What makes your country special? What's special? What makes Dominicans unique? You know, take your time, whatever you think about, whatever you want to say about your people.
It's a lot, man. It's a lot. What makes us unique and just Dominican in general is we're just loving people. We're sharing people. We're welcoming. There's no hate. We're proud where we're from. We'll share with what we got. With what we don't have, we'll share with what we got, and we'll just, you know, we live life just positive, even if it's negative out here. You know what I mean? Third world negative, like we look at it in a positive format. You know what I'm saying? Like we just pa'lante, como dice mi gente, pa'lante. Ponte la pila y trucho. Tú sabes que es lo que es.
Okay. And man, so you born here, then you grew up.
No. I was born in the States.
Okay, you born in.
I was born in the States, but all my life since a kid, just
you go
back and forth, like that. I signed it up.
So you're born in California.
Yeah,
California.
born in Constance, California.
Obviously, Dominican parents.
Yes,
got
sir.
that.
And ain't no Dominicans out there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying because.
Ain't no Dominicans out there.
Wow, because I spent some time in San Diego.
Yeah.
It's a Dominican restaurant in San Diego. If you could ever make it to San Diego.
I think that's the one my mom told me about.
Yeah, it's I think maybe one of the Padre players. One of the players from the baseball team, the Padres, is Dominican.
Yeah.
I think he opened the restaurant. Everything is upside down right now because of this, the COVID situation.
Yeah, of course.
But you should check that out. It's nice Dominican
Yeah, I
restaurant.
think my mom told me about that one. I swear, I'm gonna have to ask her. I'm gonna ask her today.
Yeah, that's it. That's it downtown.
That's like the only one, huh?
Yeah, that's the only one.
That's what's up, man. How'd you like working up in Alaska? And who told you to go to Alaska?
Oh man, well I was
Give your breakdown.
I was in Cali and I was working at Palm Springs Kia. I was doing car detailing and selling car parts out there, and doing my other little hustles out there and making music and whatnot. And I seen Philly was in Alaska because I always watched every video since I met him. Since before I even met him, I was watching his videos and I always followed up where he was at. And I seen he was in Alaska. And he was breaking down the numbers on the increments and resources you can make out there in a small period of time. And I said, you know what? Let me leave this job where I'm at and go to Alaska. And that was all off of Philly. And I just went over there, leap of faith, all in God's will, and seen what it was. And, it's you make money out there. Alaska has money. I was making more money what I was doing there compared to what I was doing in California. I had a regular job and stuff. So the money's real. The resources are real. It's just very time consuming. So if you're willing to trade your time for money for a second, it's going to take it up. But if you're not, I don't know what to tell you because this type of job will take everything from you. And if you don't have no goals or a life outside of that job is your life. Because you're running 12 hours, 16-hour shifts, 7 days a week, no days off. Only days off is if there's no fish. It's the only time days off.
And even when it
wasn't.
wasn't.
It's back-breaking work.
And tell them even when it wasn't
even when there isn't no fish,
they still call you in.
Have perks. You have perks. So if you did a good job and they seen your hustle and your tu trabajo and your work ethic, they would call you in even if there wasn't no fish for your shift. You will get called in. I had the perks of always having them call me when they needed, a helping hand when there wasn't no work. Yeah, so I was blessed to that, definitely.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
What are some of the countries that you travel to?
I've only been to Mexico, my native country, Dominican Republic, all my life, of course. And I've been Puerto Rico. So everything, that's it. It's only been the magic 1, 2, 3. Now this is gonna be something else for me. So I don't know what I'm getting into. So it's all gonna be a new experience, which I'm looking forward to. You know, I'll show you the experiences I get to live through these countries and through my life, and share it with you guys and share it with Philly. And you know, I'm just looking forward for new
experiences and
new
stuff
experiences
like that.
outside of a first world country in the States and that, because it's a different world in the States compared to another country, you know, from what I've noticed. And I've only been to 2 different countries, so I could just see how different it's going to be in these other places, you know, compared to being out here in a first world country, the States and whatnot.
Definitely,
Yes, sir.
definitely. Do you think when you go to these countries,
Yeah.
do you think this, you already said it'll open your mind up to different stuff like that, but without giving it away, and letting them know where we going, do you think, I'm just talking from the top of my head, do you think one of these countries, what's your favorite country? You're probably going to say the Dominican Republic. Cause that's
Because I've only, you know what I mean, DR, and like I said, I've been to Puerto Rico and Mexico and stuff, but, you know, DR, you know, I've had the experience out there. It's completely, you know, so I won't doubt that if I go to these different countries, it's going to change my experience. I can't speak on what I haven't lived yet. You know what I mean? I can only give you from what I observed and absorbed. So when I go to these new environments and I take in these new nutrients in and I digest them, so I got to see, you know, the growth from it and see how it's going to make me grow differently, and look at the energy they give compared to what I know and what I've been. So I can't put a label on anything yet, you know, but, you know, I'm open to new, and once that new comes in, then I can speak on, okay, this is more than woo woo, because I lived it through my experience. I can't go off of what this person says or that person says, because that's their experience through their eyes and through their body and spirit. That's not me, you know, so I can only speak on when I'm there, and then I can, you know, you could bounce back with this question, like, you think they're going to be better than these other countries?
No, because I'm talking in third person, like, because you know, and I know where we're going, and these are some epic places, man, that are like that's top of the totem pole for worldwide. These countries come up probably in conversations in the top 10 best countries to travel to in the world.
Definitely.
So somebody going to be Googling right now, like, oh, what's the top 10 best countries to travel to right in the world? So that's why I said that.
Right.
But like you said, you don't know until you
I actually live it. I seen it through a screen.
Yeah.
It looks activated through a screen, but you know, until I'm physically there, because you know sometimes people edit their lives. Yeah. You know, through a screen, they don't keep it raw.
Yeah, that's true.
What I'm saying?
That's true.
You know, so. Yeah, so we'll see. You know, I'm cheesing already, so you know this cheese is gonna tell you.
Cheese is cheesy.
I'm already grinning. You feel me? So you gonna see. You'll see. So, we'll see. You guys will see. Like I said, I'm new to the travel vlogging, so y'all look forward to that too. Y'all be patient with me.
And I show them, you know, what I know. You know, the little bit that Philly Dom knows, I will show it to him. The little bit that I know, I will show it to him.
Grateful. God bless. God bless.
Do you consider yourself? I didn't mean to cut you off, but I always gotta ask people this: do you consider yourself a passport bro?
No passport bro. I don't run that. You know, I've been traveling since a kid. I've been fortunate. My mom has showed me my culture from Dominican Republic and taking me back and forth from California and showing me where we come from. So I've always been traveling. You know, I consider myself the California Dominican. You know, Cheez Sama. You know, passport bro movement, you know, to each his own. That's what y'all do, but you know, I represent my individuality and my frequency and radiate off of who I am as a person. You know, no, nothing else. You know, like God first. You know, like I said, passport bro movement. It's all love, but
that's just not true.
That never even. You know, I don't even know where that came from until like later on. Like, you know, people was already traveling. You know, that just became something along the way, I guess, and a movement, and what it is now, you know, to each his own, you know.
Yeah, I hear you on that. So since DR is your favorite country, got a question to ask you about the DR. I ain't gonna get too messy with you right now. If somebody's traveling there, because I always get this on the channel, people always be like, if I go to DR, how much money do I need? How much money if somebody's gonna sit there, because you sat there for like 2, 3, 4 months at a time sometimes. So 3 months. We'll say 3 months.
3 months, it depends what you're doing out there, too. It depends if you're living above your means or below your means, because the environment out there, it'll make you want to spend just because of the energy and the fun that's out there. So if you can keep that on lock and reserved, you'll be good. But if you can't keep that on reserve, and you're going to spend a little bit of money. So I would say like in 3 months.
Comfortable. If they go clubbing, if they go drinking, if they go to some fine dining, if they do if they do some of the activities like the get on the
ATVs and do little
tourist things.
I say if you're gonna be there for like 3 months, you'll be good with like five bands, 5,000. 5,000. You'll be good, and that's living above your means. That's you trying to stun. If you want to get B&Bs or whatever it is, like drink the top stuff, whatever it is that you into, and you want to take it to that top tier, you'll be able to do it. That, But if, like I said, if you live in reserved and economic wise and trying to make your money stretch, you could do it with less.
With like 2,000, 3,000.
Less, like 3.5 or so. Yeah. It just depends what you're doing. It all depends on how you're feeling and what you're doing. Yeah, and how you spending. Because everybody has their own energy, so everybody spends differently. Everybody wants to be a certain way. Everybody has egos. Everybody's not everybody's humble. So it just depends on what the person's doing and how they're spending it.
I hear you. What's a must visit in Santo? People say the Dominican Republic. I'm gonna make it even easy for you because he spends a lot of time in Santo Domingo. What's a must visit in Santo? What neighborhood should you get an Airbnb or a hotel at? What would you recommend? Your expertise.
Well, you could go to like in DR, one like a nice neighborhood where there's like residentials and
Airbnbs and hotels.
Residential Airbnbs. You could go to Arroyo Hondo. Arroyo Hondo. That's like by the U.S. Embassy.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's like a couple moments away from the neighborhood Los Rios.
Okay.
But Arroyo Hondo's like affluent right there, so you have a lot of residential neighborhoods with security guards in the front. You could go to Zona Colonial, but that's a little bit more pricey. But it's more like, you see more of the historical sites. You see more of the stuff that happened there and the history in that way. You go to Boca Chica, but I don't know. Maybe
it's good for one day or Sunday.
Good, yeah, but it has its own vibe over there. You go to Juan Dolio too, but Juan Dolio's more like out of the city. So it just depends if you're trying to be more in the city, because everything's more spread out towards Juan Dolio area.
Okay. And what's a meal they should get out there? Not a 5-star restaurant, but a good local meal that everybody get. I know. What would you say?
I've been fiending for this meal since Alaska.
I've
been there for 4 or 5 months. About to be working. It's about to be 6 months since I ate that, and I've been fiending for it. I can't wait till I eat it. Chicharrón and yuca.
Chicharrón and yuca
with some tostones. You know what I mean?
Toasted bread.
Something, bro. Some what's
Not no pica pollo. I thought you were gonna say pica pollo.
You could say pica pollo. Yeah, it's a quick little bite. It's fried chicken with the fried plantains with the tostones. You'll get some mofongo, some mangú, some sancocho, some salami with fried cheese. There's a lot of good stuff there. A lot.
Okay.
But chicharrón and yuca, I've been fiending for that for the past few months. I don't know when I'm gonna eat it. I might have to, when I go to DR and I make it to DR, that's when I eat it. Ain't no telling when that's gonna be though.
Okay.
It's gonna be in a minute.
And not to be messy, but I gotta ask this question. This ain't for me. It's for the dudes out there. They ask, what is the best way to find or approach a good Dominican girl to ask to like go on a date with or something like that, or to hang out with? You know what I mean? Because the DR gets a certain name. Everybody know they get a name. They have a name.
Right.
Like Brazil has a name. Thailand has a name. What's the other one? Brazil, Thailand. Colombia has a certain name.
Yeah.
How can you find out that you dating like a real person? Like
you trying to date like a real girl? Or find a real one? Or
somebody really to date.
Nothing. Okay.
Nothing on that basketball bro type shit.
Yeah. Okay. Got you. You just gotta fill them out. Just first be yourself, and just you know, talk to them as a person. You know, tell them you want, you know, take them out to eat, break bread with them. You know, but at the same time, let them know who you are and what you are for, and don't let them play with your feelings and emotions, because if that happens, they're gonna you know, use you. Use you for your resources and whatnot. You know what I mean? So you first just fill them out. Build your way to it. Don't give it up too fast. You know, because
get to know who they are.
Get to know who they are and fill them out. You know, because if not, it could turn into a money pit, and you know, money can't buy true love. So you just got to be careful. Ask her what she does. That's the main thing. Ask her if she studies.
Okay.
If she goes to school. Ask her if she works. That's going to tell you a lot about her.
Okay.
If she don't, that's the main thing. I know it took a long time for me to get there, but that's the main thing. Figure out if she studies and works, or she's a busybody, like doing something. Because if she's just sitting around, most likely she's just waiting for, you know, that handout, people to, you know, to use and whatnot for money and stuff. You know what I mean? That's how you'll tear them apart from a chapeadora or a girl that's really like serious, that's really about you, that's really into you. Because if a girl that really likes you, she won't ask you for money. You know what I mean? Not saying that they're not going to ask you for money if she likes you, but they won't make it the main subject every time you talk to them. Something about money, something about this and that. There's always something about some money. Obviously, she's just trying to use you for money. But if a girl really likes you, like, she's not gonna
won't be like that.
Ask you for money. She's gonna break bread with you without even you asking her. She's just gonna do it. You know what I mean? Like, she'll break bread with you. Like, there's women like that. I've gone through a lot of females that are like that. You know, that off bat don't ask me for nothing. But, you know, I give it to them regardless because they show me who they are. You know, they're not using people. Because, you know, some people are just, they don't care for you unconditionally. They just care for what you can do for them. And that's a sad world we in. And the way social media and how this world is, y'all be careful out there. So, yeah. Make sure, like I said, the main subject, see if she works and studies or is doing something to move forward progressively, you know, because if she's just sitting around, you know what sitting around turns into scheming. It turns into, you know, using people and other things.
I need money for this. I need money
doing
for
that
this.
or doing other things to get money, you know.
I hear you.
Gotta say too much.
Yeah. And else, another question I want to ask you, always asking these questions. You were born in California, but you Dominicans are saying your parents are from there. Do they see you as an outsider when you go? Because you speak fluent Spanish.
Oh, yeah.
You look Dominican, everything, but they still know that.
Some of them out there, they know what it is. They accept what it is. They know, like, nobody knows where they're going to be born. They know my parents, my ancestors, they all come from the native island. But the other ones that you could tell that got some ego or animosity or some secret hate, they'll come at me like, oh, you're American, you're this and that. I'm like, yeah, I'm the Dominican born American. I'm the California Dominican. I'm not like you guys. I'm completely different. You know what I mean? You guys want to exercise me like I got some type of like other stature, but that's the way y'all looking at me. Yeah. I don't even look at it like that.
I'm still Dominican.
I'm still Dominican. Like, you know what I mean? I speak Spanish to y'all. Can y'all speak English to me? Some of y'all can, but most of y'all can't. So it's like, you know, for me, when it comes like that, when they try to come at me like that, it just feels like it's like an inner hate, like an inner animosity, like an inner jealousy. Like, I don't know where I was gonna be born. Yeah, you know what I mean? Nobody knows where they're gonna be born. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I just ended up being born in California and been back and forth since a kid all my life, and I'm the California Dominican. That's why when they come at me like that, like,
you think New York Dominicans?
New York Dominicans, but I'm the California Dominican because ain't no Dominicans in Cali.
Not
That's
many,
a rarity.
rarity.
You know what I mean? So Cheez Sama, Sama Cheez, Jap Domi.
Maybe some baseball
the California
players.
Dominican. You feel me?
You said some baseball players.
Yeah.
I met some that played for Back in the day, they played San Diego Padres.
Yeah,
they were my friends.
There's
cool.
There's a couple Dominicans in San Diego.
Yeah.
And LA is a little bit, but it's a rarity, especially where I'm from, like Palm Springs, California.
2 hours outside of LA.
Dominicans, like that ain't. So that's how I represent myself, you know. Just like the other day when we was on the plane, we was leaving Kodiak, Alaska. I'm walking down the aisle. He's like, this dude just randomly is like, "What's the California Dominican doing in Alaska?" I said, "To come pick up resources for investments," just like that. So you know, so that's letting me know that, oh, this is, you know, this is different. This is a different energy. Because for him to just address me like that, it, you know, and it was like an elder gentleman. It wasn't like a youngster. It was like this dude had to be like in his early 50s, maybe late 40s.
Wow.
You know, so that's what it is. Yes, sir.
That's what's up. Any other last words you just want to say? You want to say anything in Spanish to your people back home in the Dominican Republic?
Dime a ver, ¿qué es lo que da la luz? Llegó el californiano dominicano, the California Dominican. Suscríbete a Philly Dom. Subscribe to my channel, Cheez Sama, the California Dominican. You'll see, we got a lot of stuff in store. Todo el mundo, ponte atento porque tenemos saco de vaina que va a llegar. Ya tú sabes, da la luz porque aquí no estamos apagados. Keep the light on because we aren't turned off, okay? All in God's will.
The street cheese taco, 9 to 5 we got living off weeks tacos como carros lavados. Casi Trump lo mataron el diablo embrujando. Dios Cristo llamado porque nada yo ando. A todos los muertos lo levanto, just a pass spin balo. Samurai machetazo, eso traicionalo. Tan tan viral, marihuana.
Yeah, yeah. No fall in love, oh baby, I did go. Feel it down, no they stay, I move like the flow. Yeah, Colombian sugar, Salvador fire, Brazilian beauty, still I go higher. African queens, I see you, my love. I never reach there, but I swear I show up. Sooner than later, I go down with the vibe, with camera in hand and love in my eyes. Met her in Medellin, skin like gold. She said, you the sweet boy, you too cold. I no feel like I dey chase my dream. Another country, they call another video scene. From Rio to the islands, I collect the smile, but I no go fit stay. I dey walk out for miles, I dey live for the skies. Hotel too plain, no room for love, but no be pain. No fall in love.